Hello everyone, this is Showtime 112. We're back again in early 1970s. This was certainly a very turbulent period in history, and it gives us a lot of material to cover in our videos. The conflict is again the Yom Kippur War of October 1973. It was a conflict between Israel on one side and the Arab coalition on the other side. 6 years previously, Israel managed to capture very significant territory from its Arab neighbors, which included Golan Heights and a part of Mount Hermon, which previously belonged to Syria. Mount Hermon is a large mountain situated to the north of the Golan Heights, and a part of it captured by Israel included a peak which offered an excellent strategic location for gathering intelligence. From this outpost, Israel was able to gather lots of information about Syria. It offered excellent view deep into Syrian territory. They could place radars and listening equipment and such. Naturally, Syrians were perfectly aware of it, so when they initiated the Yom Kippur War on October the 6th, 1973, one of the first things they did was to launch a commando raid against Israeli outposts. The outpost was manned by just a small garrison, most of them intelligence officers. So it didn't last very long. Syrians quickly captured it. It remained in Syrian hands for the next 2 weeks. There was an attempt by the Israelis to recapture it 2 days after the beginning of the war, but without success. And on October 21st, Israelis realized that due to ceasefire agreement arranged by United States of America, they only have like a day or two to recapture their positions on Mount Hermon. If they don't succeed within a day of two, they will probably lose control over it, forever. So another effort was launched. It was led by Golani Brigade, which initiated their climb up the slopes of the mountain, and the Israeli paratroopers were also involved. Our task here is naturally to provide air support. We're flying as a pair of A-4 Skyhawks from 109th Israeli Squadron, and we have just taken off from Ramat David base. As soon as we form up, we will head north towards Mount Hermon. The SAM threat is no longer expected to be as high as initially in the war, pretty much because Arabs depleted their stock of missiles, and because many batteries were destroyed by Israeli ground forces on their advance. So the main threat is expected to come from anti-aircraft artillery and shoulder-launched systems. Israeli fighters should be able to provide cover in case any Syrian interceptors try to interfere with us. So that's it, heading north towards Mount Hermon. And we have arrived to the zone of operations. Mount Hermon is just off to our right. You can see it there. Now we will fly to the west of the mountain, trying to locate Syrian positions to attack. Then we'll make a right turn and dive against them using our Zuni rockets. That's where they are. That is the outpost. We're going to attack it after we make a right turn. Okay, I think it was a good hit. We have launched all of our rockets. Now we will climb to a higher altitude and watch as our wingman makes the attack. And we're back at Ramat David Air Base. Our wingman didn't make it, unfortunately. One Israeli Skyhawk was lost in the attacks against Mount Hermon. Initially believed to have been shot down by Syrian anti-aircraft defense, now this loss is attributed to pilot disorientation. This was Skyhawk number 53 to be lost in the Yom Kippur War by the Israelis. Now, the operation was a complete success. Israel managed to recapture all the grounds held before the war, and even a lot more than that. The entire territory of the Golan Heights and part of Mount Hermon is still under Israeli control. It was even annexed in the early 1980s, although this is not internationally recognized, but due to current circumstances, the situation is not very likely to change anytime soon. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. This is very important for the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And keep watching Showtime 112.